All right, in this video, we're going to be going over Goodbye Yesterday by Elevation Worship. And so we're going to do this in the key of A, and the piano doesn't actually come in until after that first verse. It comes in at the instrumental after that section. And so that instrumental part into the chorus. So all you're doing is you're just keeping tempo with your left hand and just hanging on that A note, and then your right hand does that sus4 and that fourth pass into the chorus again and again, and it just kind of repeats the same kind of rhythm pattern throughout the chorus and the next two verses. And so it goes again and again and again and again. You rescue me out of the mess I was in, trading my sorrow for something to sin. I'm dancing on the grave that I once lived in. The only difference is that last chord, it's a D. So in the instrumental, we did a A sus4, but in this case, we're doing a D. And it goes to the verse. Goodbye, yesterday. I'm living in the light of a new day. Won't wait another minute in my own ways. Praise the Lord, been born again. Goodbye, yesterday. Got resurrection in my veins. Praise the Lord, I've been born again. And it goes into that second section. So all you're doing, and it's an A over D, and then A over C sharp to a D. Like that. So it's A over D, A over C sharp to a D, while you're still doing that hook over those chord changes. And then at the last part, you want to kind of reposition your hand, because the next section you're going to be hitting octave A's. And so it's, instead of hitting it with my pinky at the top, I want to switch my hands over like that to my first and second finger. And then in that refrain part, it goes again and again and again and again. You rescue me out of the mess I was in. You traded my sorrow for something to sing. And it goes to that 2 minor. The grave that I once lived in. And so that part, you're hitting quarter notes in your right hand. So it's octave A's with a fifth. And you're just kind of walking down. And then your left hand is pushing those bass notes. So it's 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, like that. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it walks to that D over B, or I play it as a D2 over B. And it builds on the 5. And then it repeats that whole refrain, but then your chords are going to come down here. So it's again and again and again and again. You rescue me out of the mess I was in. You traded my sorrow for something to sin. Now I'm sitting in the grave that I once lived in. And so those chords, it's a D, E, and an F sharp minor, but I'm playing it a little bit different here. I'm playing the fifth in my left hand with my octaves. And then my right hand, I'm hitting F sharp, and then a G sharp with that second note. Like that. And when it goes to that 2 minor, I play it as a D2 over a B. And then that second chorus will end on the 1. And then it goes into the bridge, and it does 4 passes of this, and it's the same chord progression, but you're just kind of building through each bridge. So it's, I have decided to follow Jesus. World behind, the cross before, and I won't turn back. So what you're doing there is you're hitting an A, and then a D2, or an A sus4 over a B, or you can look at it as a D2 over B. That probably makes more sense because the last time we did a D2 over B. So A, D2 over B. I have decided to follow Jesus. The world behind an F sharp minor 7, or an A over F sharp, and then A2 over E, and then you're doing a D2. Here's your 2. So that's the chord progression for the first couple times. The world behind, the cross before, and I won't turn back. In the second pass, you just kind of start adding some rhythm to follow Jesus. The world behind, same chords before, and I won't turn back. And then the third pass, you're going to add that octave in there. Follow Jesus. The world behind, the cross before, and I won't turn back. The fourth time, I've decided to follow Jesus. And then after that fourth bridge, then it goes into a refrain and it goes back into that hook. I won't turn back. I won't turn back. The world behind, the cross before, and I won't turn back. It repeats it. I won't turn back. I won't turn back. The world behind, I won't turn back. And then it goes into the hits where it goes again and again. So what you're doing is you're hitting an F sharp, a G sharp, and an A. So 3 of those notes. And you hit the F sharp 3 times, the G sharp 4 times, and the A 4 times before you hit those chord changes. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's a E over G sharp to an A. And then it's the same thing. And then D over B to an A. And then it goes into the lower chord changes, but it's that I once live in again and again and again and again. You rescued me out of the mess I was in. You traded my sorrow for something to sin. Now I'm dancing in the grave that I once lived in. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And it breaks, and it does kind of a little guitar instrumental part, and then the keyboard jumps out for about 30 seconds or so, and it comes back in. Now I'm dancing in the grave that I once lived in, dancing in the grave that I once lived in, dancing in the grave that I once lived in, dancing in the grave, oh, dancing in the grave that I once lived, dancing in the grave that I once stood, dancing in the grave that I once lived in. And then it ends on that 4, like that. So all you're doing, it's a 1, and then a D2 over B, and then a 1 over 3, and then a 4, and then a 1 over 5, so it's your A over E, and that D2 over B, and then your A over C sharp, or your 1 over 3. I'm adding the 2. It kind of gives it that kind of gospel sound. And then the last part, so it's just an F sharp minor, E, and a D, but you're doing that hook like that, and it kind of ends it. But that's it. That's the whole song. Now let's play it all the way through.
You rescued me out